Hi, I'm D, I review rums, and this is 1833. Okay, people, it's another lovely day in London. The sun is shining, beaming through my windows. It's been a lovely few days in London. The average hay fevers have been a bit much, so shout out to fellow sufferers. I'm actually quite mild. Okay, my hay fever is very mild, but I know a lot of people have like puffy eyes and a runny nose, so I feel sorry for you guys because I look on the weather reports in the morning and I'm seeing very high every day for the last few days. So yeah. So, another white rum, another rum from Jamaica. I've had a Rum-Bar before. Definitely not reviewed it, but I've definitely had it in like mixes and what have you in the past. So it's gonna be my first time review. Apologies for the small bottle, but this was a gift. This has come from someone, a family member was in Jamaica recently, and I got a bottle of Rare Nephews, as you do. Got 2 bottles. I got about 3 or 4 bottles of Ray at the moment. It's like it's a staple in the Caribbean house, so always there. But I also got this as well. I think I got some rum cream. I'll double check, but I may or may not do a rum cream review if I have rum cream. Not quite sure if rum cream cuts the rum channel mustard, but I'll think about it. Welcome to hear anyone's thoughts if they want me to review a rum cream and that sort of thing. For those who don't know what rum cream is, think like Bailey's, but with rum instead of, I think Bailey's is what, whiskey? That sort of style drink. Okie dokie. Let's start this review then. So I was thinking, I'm conflicted as well, guys, because I have this glass is lovely because you can see straight through it, and I can only do my check of legs, you get to see it nice and clearly. But I do like my patterned glasses. They're just nice to feel, nicer to drink. I prefer drinking from those ones, but then you can't see the legs in them as clear on the camera. So always in 2 minds about which one to have on camera when I'm reviewing a rum. But legs check. Is that in focus? Spin it back a little bit. There we go. There you are. So there are some legs, not a lot of legs in that. It's not the most leggy thing in the world, but there are some coming through. Let's give it a little smell. What's it anyway? Let's have a look at this. 63%, wowzers. It's a bit more legs than that. So if I'm being fair with you, I can actually smell it from like here. So it's giving that definite overproof rum aroma. You know when you hear that, smell that strong white rum aroma. Yeah, it comes through. It's like a sort of like a citrusy, lemony sort of accent to it. The ethanol's there as well, but it's really just mainly just got ethanol, almost completely pure. If it wasn't for that strong citrus-like aroma, then yeah, it wouldn't smell much. Okay, that's really it, is it? Oh gosh, the fumes went up nose. This is strong. The fumes just went right out my nostrils. Alright, let's give this a taste. Let's go for it. Chin chin. Oh, straight furnace. Hits it. Ooh, gosh. Throat, chest, it's just hair now, just hovering right here. It's smoother than I expected. It's definitely smoother than I expected. Strong. It's giving me that. It's dry. It's very dry. That citrusy aroma comes into the palate as well. But it's not as flavourless and it's not as harsh as that Mauritian rum, the Goodwill rum, oh, that was horrible. So definitely not on at that scale of things, but it's towards that scale. It's a really strong rum. All you're tasting is mainly alcohol, with that citrusy sort of kicker in the background. It's sitting in your throat. You feel the heat in your throat. Excuse the motorcycle going past. You feel that heat in your chest, and I can just feel it here. Just even up to now, I can still feel it just glowing. And then it's quite dry. It's quite a dry rum as well. So those are sort of three things: the heat, citrus. Is that a word? Citrusy? The citrusy flavour, the dryness, is what comes through in terms of taste. But you know what time it is? It's lime time, baby. So let's get a squeeze of lime in there. See how that enhances the flavour. Little squeeze, little swirl. Oh gosh, the fumes are a lot. Maybe because my nose is a bit oversensitive at the moment, why I'm feeling those fumes a bit more. It could be that, or the fact that it's just very strong anyway. But whatever one of those two things it is, whenever I take a swift, it's going straight up the back of my nose. It's like it's clearing my sinuses. If you've got a cold, just sniff this. It just unblock your nose immediately. In fairness, it hasn't really changed the flavour profile much. From what I can smell of it, hasn't changed the flavour profile much. Okay. Interesting. So the lime, I take away some of that initial kick. I said it was smooth, but now it feels a bit smoother. Now, I've said this before, I know it's going to sound very weird, but the rum now feels a little thicker. I'm not quite sure that's the correct word to describe, but it just feels like it does feel a little bit more body in terms of, it's hard to describe. The best way to describe it does taste a bit thicker in the mouth. Just in the mouth, it tastes different. It doesn't taste as free flowing. It feels a bit more thick as you in the mouth. I know it sounds strange. I know it sounds stupid. Hopefully, one of you can put it in better words than I can if you understand what I'm trying to say. The lime will take away some of the dryness, but hasn't really impacted the flavour. So it's a little bit smoother. The way it feels in the mouth has changed. I would say it feels a bit thicker in the mouth, and it's taken away some of the dry flavour that was there before, and it's also removed some of that heat. So it's made it a bit more of an easier rum to drink for those things. So it's not burning my chest as much. It's not as dry in my mouth. It's not as watering as much after the sip. You still get that hint of citrus in there as well. You still feel all that strength from the rum, but it's just a little bit easier to palate. So easier to drink this way. Okay. So recommendations. Yeah, listen. This would go well in most things. I would say I would stick to cocktails though. I think because the flavour's not particularly strong, you can have it mixed with lots of things and it won't overpower those other flavours and whatever you're mixing together. So that's why cocktails, yeah, I think would work with. It's going to give you that. It's going to give you the good. If you had a cocktail with lots of flavours, fruits, whatever lots of ingredients, this rum could easily get lost within that. So you wouldn't taste it. And with enough sort of flavours overpowering it, whatever, with good enough mix, you won't particularly even feel the effects of it. So you wouldn't taste it, wouldn't even realise there's alcohol in it because it's so, it can be hidden so well. So it'd be coming to what I would class as a creeper. We've all had those cocktails where you're drinking, you're like, nothing, like a rum punch, you're drinking, like, there's nothing here, and then boom, 3 drinks later, you're on the floor. That's this. So, done recommendations. So what's the scores on the doors? Before we go there, remember to like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get this rum community growing. We've had some good chats from sort of just talking to other people. We've had Lauren recently, we've had Chris recently. Some in great conversations, and I hope to bring more to you, but that all comes from you guys reaching out, telling friends, and people want to be involved, and so on and so forth. So that's what I'm trying to do. I've got somebody on the mind that'll be interesting. He's an animator. I'm just like trying to get him onto the show to talk about the world of animation and that sort of thing. So yeah, that'd be great. Okay, scores and doors. Buy and keep, buy and enjoy. And nobody with it. Easy peasy. This one is It's because it's not really a sipping rum. It's not rum you just want to sit there and drink on its own. It's drink, but it's definitely a party. It's a party drink. You will drink this drink and you'll have a good night. Whereas Encore Ray, when you drink Encore Ray, you'll forget the night. Well, so again, with Encore Ray, you'll have a good night, but you'll also forget the night. This you'll have a good night, but have a better chance of remembering it.